This is why you keep everything, everybody. You keep everything. I I should just redo my character with all of this stuff. This is very entertaining. Uh, let's see. Down and out. Your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got four walls, a roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now, it's about all you have left. Running the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day, you're a Nova Hot. I think that's how you say that. Working jobs that allow you to eat at five-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slagging Fixer, Slagging Fixer hasn't called. The money's run out, and then some. Sinless and free, free to starve in the cracks of society run by megacorps who just want your nuyen, which I believe is the currency. Nothing needs to change. Or something needs to change, and soon. Yeah. Why is it important? Don't know anything about the game. Is it like the name impact gameplay? Nah. I've played Shadowrun before. Uh, many years ago. And I just like this character sheet is actually in pretty good condition too. All things considered. Alrighty. Let's get a little bit of zooming in here. Let's see. So Alt does that. Control. What do we got here? I'm not covering up anything yet, so that's a great thing. Let's just check things out. Alright, so I do have a gun. And I didn't level up guns. So I probably want to do that. Oh my gosh, we're a turtle. Why are we a turtle? Okay. Let's save. So there's my my troll. 2015. Crazy. We're gonna create a new save. Create a new save, create a new save, create a new save. Thank you. Okay. Keeps all the trash accumulated over the years. I mean, it's not a good thing to keep an eye on. Your computer, state in the art. Okay, come on. State in the art in 2050. Broken since 2051. Your notebook, calendar, contacts, that kind of thing. View my contacts. The list is sad, dried up. Carter Detroit, Fixer, no response to messages. Dowd, Runner, dead. Belton Nash, Fixer, missing since February. New Larry, Runner, dead. Sam Watts, Runner, probably in a gutter somewhere. Sangoma, Runner, dead. Half-Jack, Dealer, retired or dead. The list goes on. All either dead ends or just plain dead. Let's check out my calendar. It's empty, nothing to do. Bro, if you keep everything, it stacks up. How should we deal with that? Have space. Have lots of space. I don't have lots of space. Slip of paper with your bank balance, enough to cover... I really don't like how quickly these go away. Enough to cover you through the end of the week. Go grab our phone. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy. Hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again, or worse. Where have you been, Sam? I haven't heard from you in months. Another giggle. Oh, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business, like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you're living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners and some of us are me. Hey, you remember that Renraku run when things went downhill and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterward? I really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Oh boy. 3 years ago, a makeshift bar in the Seattle docks, the night Dowd went down. Sangoma is an urban shaman who proved her worth doing a run against Fuchi last fall. She's the quiet type, an experienced runner. We're out in the open here, Ghost. Late for another appointment, Sangoma? Sarcasm doesn't suit you. Let's wait another 5 minutes. I'll talk to. You've been running with new Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd. Never saw anybody die like that before, idiot. He shakes his head. I hate this fragging city, Ghost. It's wet and the rain feels like acid, and I want out of here. I get it. Now take a pill and relax. Sure, Ghost, sure. Whatever you say. I don't know, Ghost. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he needs watching. He shakes his head. That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer is late. Smell funny to you? Heck yeah, it smells funny. Look at where he set the meeting. This was supposed to be a public place. Cut the dreck, Sam. We both know why Dowd went down, and it wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Sam smiles a toothy smile. I've been waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say, don't you, Larry? Go ahead, spill it. You were sloppy. He laughs. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands, they're shaking. This is the past. And Sam Watts is dead. So we need a backup new Larry. Own up, Sam. If you screwed up, admit it. I'd admit it if there was something to admit. I was on point. New Larry was supposed to cover Dowd. Something dawns on him. He leans into New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up, and he knows it, don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over your shoulder at the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. Oh boy. I like all of these responses. I like these ones a little bit more. But we already know that things are going to go sideways here, so let's just go sideways right now. Hands where I can see them, sucker. He stops, and a smile slowly appears on his face. What? You gonna take my gun away, Ghost? You know I don't need one. We've got incoming. New Larry relaxes and throws you a Drek-eating grin. Looks like my new Renraku friends are finally here. They're gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully, Ghost. This first option. Oh, man. I'm gonna choose that one, too. At least we have each other. You'll miss me when I'm gone. Dogs are barking now. Uh-oh. Many whelps. Alright. You are now in turn-based combat mode. Each character on your team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement, attacks, or using spells and items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Additional tutorial information is available from the reference guide, which can be accessed in the upper right corner of your PDA menu. Okay. Got some stuff going on here. Okay, HUD. Cycle through weapons. Weapon damage capacity, optimal range. Okay. Contains all the available spells a magical archetype has. Contains all available items. Some archetypes have icons next to the backpacks indicating there's other abilities available. Spellcasting icons, required turns for cooldown, level of spell or ability, AP required to perform, the attack options, set Overwatch, current ability, action cost, AP. Oh, okay. See, it was pointing to the 1 there, so I was like, why is the 1 an attack option? Like, is that the key that I have to press? But I see. Alright, I think I have a pretty good idea on how to play this. Is, you know, kind of XCOM-y in a way. You know, with the cover and things like that. Area of effect, targeting. Overwatch. Ends your character's turn, but will use the remaining available AP to activate currently selected weapon or ability for the next round. If the enemy is active in the area on their turn, the player will auto-fire the currently selected ability. Friendly fire shotgun. If an enemy or ally is 6+ square units away, they will be hit by shotgun spread. Ooh. All AoE will also hit allies, not just enemies. Burst and full auto-firing modes. Hit chance is calculated per shot fired. You can hit with one shot and miss with another in burst or full auto firing modes. There are many items that can be used in combat, including drugs, medkits, grenades, drone repair kits, and dock wagons. If a shaman is killed, their spirit will be banished. Likewise, if a rigger is killed, their drone will become incapacitated. Some classes specialize in casting spells, whether it be throwing power bolts or summoning spirits. These Shadowrunners bear similar methods of spell slinging. Okay. Cooldowns. Spellcasting may be executed during a cooldown in exchange for draining a caster's health. Ooh, that's cool. Buffs and debuffs, amplify, blah, blah, blah. Magical healing, replenish the health of your team. Mages can heal and shamans can use totems. Totems, totems, totems! But can I cast Frost Shock? Let's see. A living being's life force. Installed cyberware depletes essence, which causes cooldown times for spells to increase. The base number of spell slots available to the caster is equal to half their essence, rounded down. Therefore, losing essence can cause spell slots to be permanently lost. You cannot have less than one essence. Okay, we've learned about karma. So let's check out Shaman. So fetishes, summon spirits with fetishes in the inventory. These can be purchased from a magic dealer. There will be spirits living in the physical world. They can be summoned if the skull icon appears over an object. Let's see, control spirits by giving them AP to move and execute attacks. The more AP is given, the increased chance a spirit will disobey and break free. Interesting. Spirits have their own spells. Shamans can banish spirits during their turn. When a shaman dies, whether it be a member of the party, player's party, or an enemy, their spirit will also disappear. Okay. Let's, I don't know why we went over here. Alright, it is my turn. Okay, so if I move over here, it takes double. There's a item over there. So, really like no cover anywhere, except for right here. Let's go ahead and move right there. Alright, what do we have over here? Summon force 1 air elemental. The fetish is consumed when used. Oh, so fetishes cost stuff. It's not good. Nope, don't want to banish the spirit. That's a lightning bolt. Oh. Why don't we move you? Oh, there's a dude right here. Go me for paying attention. Let's move here. Oh. I guess I goofed. Okay, I can control him. Need some better cover. Can I rotate the camera or anything? No. Trying to go back here, but doesn't look like it's cover, so. Go there. Rain Prey. 2 attacks with less chance for a critical may hit adjacent characters. Ah. Oof. Got him. And run over here. So, aim shot, 1 bullet. Yeah, let's go ahead and use that. Got him. You did. Okay. I have a bat. There must be a way to... Wait, I do have a gun. There must be a way to rotate the camera. But Q and E are doing that. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Escape chance. Oh. Interesting. HP. How do I know how much HP? my elemental has. Screw it. Do it again. We're gonna find down here. Alright. Go attack her. Alright, spirits are, oh, there's more dudes over here. Okay, oh, there's reloading. Alright, let's do whatever that was. Supposed to hit adjacent dudes. Alright. Get him. Failed me. Alright. Go 3 AP. Feel like it's gonna be a waste on that guy. I think we can kill him. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, there's more. Get 2 AP. Guys, spirits are mega strong. Friendship is a real skill check here. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this combat music is bumping. Sort of nice. Ooh. Oh, right. We still have that spread. We're not getting any cover from any of this. And good job. And I didn't get to go, but whatever. Uh-oh. We're killing that guy first. I want to go right there. Right there. You had it. You had it. Yep, right there. That's where I want to go. Please. 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 Alright. Controls. I need to know. Where is it at? There was a thing it said to like read up on in the tutorial things with all the stuff. Question mark? There we go. Basics. Ah. No, that's not it. I don't think there is any rotating of the camera. So we're just gonna have to... No. Enter the struggle bus. I'm trying to... It's just not working. Alright, whatever. That particular cover option is probably not all that important. Ooh. Big damage. Regular lightning bolt doesn't seem better than the normal attack. Sangoma lowers her gun, eyes Sam. You okay, Sam? Sam's breathing is heavy, and he looks shaken. That was a heck of a thing. You don't look so good, Sam. You were born for this gig, Ghost. Me, not so much. I think I'm gonna hang it up. Find a nice brothel somewhere. Stay drunk until I croak. What about you? I'll find a safe house out of town, lay low. Renraku has a long memory. I do too. I don't forget my friends. Nobody died. That's good, right? You stare at Sam's face on your comm link. Shake off the memory. Focus. I had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I died? Who would give a rat's behind? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man's switch to send you this call. I got 100,000 new yen insurance policy, payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers. Rogers, Mengart, and McCain. When the job is done, they'll know what to do. He turns to his left. Chet? The camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watts' wishes, Rogers, Mengart, and McCain has installed a secure, dedicated phone line, so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. The camera swivels back to Sam. Sam straightens up, talks seriously, first time. Look, Ghost, I've led a Drek life, and I probably left a Drek corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself, I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? I mean, we're talking to a recording, so none of this matters. I'll get to the bottom of this. Someone will pay. Hope you just said yes. I've got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Well, Seattle can't be any worse than this. Alright. I've changed history? I hope so. I need everybody to help me out on this. Obligatory body. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in a cramped or that's not a word. You're sitting in a cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for Nuyen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watts' body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. Oh, I didn't grab those items, so I guess because I thought I would be able to like walk around after that fight. I'm in the back. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty... Oh my gosh. It had an X over there, and you're still gonna do that to me? I can't read that fast. It was probably just saying, it's so fresh and so clean, clean. Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh and clean. Right. Talk to Dresden. Get his files. You gonna talk to him? Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, I love my job a little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Sorry, I didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some jerk at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are? Ghost. I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder. He frowns. Interesting. A dead man makes for a strange client. But what makes you think he's here? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead? Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. A dead man switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over there, or over here. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Emerald City Ripper? He sighs. Not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is reading is hard. All I know is that like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. What prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Watts's liver was cleanly cut out. What about the other lucky contestants? The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed. Dresden, get out here. Can I grab that? Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet. His face, an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest, there's a small, pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There is something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. Here we go, reading. I can do it. Look at the cred stick. It's a standard, cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. Do I take it? Or do I not take it? We'll leave it in the evidence bag for right now. Purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Handwritten note. You can only see part of the note given the torn off bits and blood stains. Sam, I feel terrible that we have been long to say I'm sorry. Or, see you there, love, Jessica. Maybe we should have taken the cred stick. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of Central Casting. You ignore the tusk, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow. You can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper Vic Watts, name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? The coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time. He chortles. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on every good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy too. So I'm looking for a whacked out surgeon. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who can still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You're no darn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Who the heck are you? We're not strong enough to be cheeky. I like that one. This guy doesn't seem like he's going to do anything with this. But let's try getting on his good side first before we, go crazy. Are you the detective on the case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding his killer. The dreck you were. You get anywhere near my investigation, and it will be you on the slab, elf. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I am putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties, too. He cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You gonna work for the dead man? I don't like this. It's a little too sappy. We a Shadowrunner. Like, this one's just a little too righteous. But this one, I guess we're gonna go with this one. A job's a job, and this one pays better than most. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 million a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honor, after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? On the take, who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with a major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What was that you said? What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Sounds like you disagreed with the findings. My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of nuyen, but individual organs? Not worth as much anymore. With what with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days, organ grinders only deals in the recently deceased. I think that's another typo. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky though, and they don't care where the bodies come from either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession uses them as much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Have you heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. Me? I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. I need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you can find anything useful? Okay then. I'll go do that. Cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Open the drawer. Cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa, easy there. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. Told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. Were you just sleeping in a freezer? A freezer for dead people? Don't tell me you haven't considered it. Cheaper than a coffin hotel, and the service is just as good. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I haven't noticed you killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? The latest Ripper victim, do you know him? Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then, over at the Union. Decent enough guy, always in trouble over something or other, though. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John, is this guy cool? Yeah, he's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help him out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then. The name's Jake, and you are? Call me Ghost. Nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder, poor guy. He was hanging out at the Seamstresses Union that night, tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. He winces. Darn, maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own darn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Darn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him. Until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. You've done this before? It's a long story. I end up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Yeah, Jake here's a regular. Should have started a rewards card, Jake. A few more visits and you'd get a free night's stay. Jake laughs. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leaders got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. I need to get rid of that jerk, or that sucker fool. In return, I'll take you to the place where Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night. Trust me. Jake eyes you up and down, and maybe you'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? I do like a bit of street justice every now and then. Alright, Jake, count me in. Great, I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers. But this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Heck, I'm surprised you even made it to the morgue in one piece without packing some heat. He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So, you need a weapon? I think we're using a pistole right now. I definitely don't want to be in people's faces because I'm going to be a spellcaster. Can I do this? Oh, we actually don't have any weapons at all right now. So yeah, we don't have any range combat, but we do have some quickness. So, I feel like a rifle would be the best thing for us, but I'm guessing rifles take a lot of points, possibly. Let's spend karma while in conversation. That makes a lot of sense. Let's go with the pistole. Give me a pistol. My weapon of choice as well. Here, take this one. So, ready for an evening out in the town? Just a minute. Tell me some more about these gangers first. Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners and the Barons looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe a bit easier. I'm ready. I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you yet. Alright, I'm gonna go grab that cred chip now. Alright, take it. Slot the cred stick into your PDA. 300 Nuyen is added to your account. Thank you. Okay. Oh, that's not how you save. Save. Here. Okay, we're gonna go here. We're gonna spend some karma. We have 2 points. So we want... What is this? Additional weapon slot. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. Although actually... I do need spirit control too. And my spirit is doing way more damage than I am. Or at least in that thing it was. Let's do that. Let's get the stepping. Did I finish Rogue Galaxy? I did.